He did it again. The Rockstar Games boss, chairman, and CEO of Take-Two Interactive has roughly and vaguely talked about the release date of Grand Theft Auto 6. We'll be diving into all of that in this video today and a whole lot more. So Strauss Zelnick appeared on a CNBC television show called Squawk Box. It's actually something that he's appeared on in the past, and he of course was asked a lot of questions about Take-Two Interactive's Q4 earnings and the future, and if that meant Grand Theft Auto 6. And he did a really good job of talking about the game without talking about the game, and pretty much all but confirming the numbers in those reports are because of Grand Theft Auto 6. Take a listen to this right here.
Joining us right now with a look at his company's AI strategy and much more is Strauss Zelnick. He is the CEO of Take-Two Interactive. This is his first television interview since the company reported fourth quarter results last week, with revenue beating the street and signals of a very strong future slate of games. And I think that's the headline here. Strauss, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
All right, so this was huge news. You are not somebody who, is big on theatrics or is into hyperbole or any of those things. But last week, when you talked about your earnings and your guidance, you said that you're going to be looking at more than $8 billion in revenue next year for games. And that's 45% ahead of the midpoint of the street's estimates on things. That is huge news. And it's got people speculating that you've got to have Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out.
So we've said that we're working on the next iteration of Grand Theft Auto, but Rockstar hasn't announced a release date yet. We've been working on this huge pipeline. We have 36 titles coming to market in fiscal 25 and 26, and we obviously have high expectations. And you're right, we typically don't talk about future years. We typically give guidance, and we try to go right down the middle. That's what we're supposed to do. In this instance, we wanted to give the street the transparency it's been asking for. So we basically gave an outlook for this fiscal year and subsequent too. And what's interesting is we have high expectations for fiscal 25, but we also expect sequential growth in fiscal 26.
I mean, you look at the stock jump, it was up more than 10%, more than 11%, I think. This is huge news because you have a lot of new properties that are coming out, but you're usually pretty conservative about new things that have not been out there in the past.
Generally, we like to have success before we talk about it.
So what makes you so sure this time?
We've been working on this pipeline for a long time, and we have a pretty good ability to predict the performance of new iterations of existing franchises.
Like Grand Theft Auto?
And we have 14 franchises that have each sold over 5 million units in an individual release. Titles like Red Dead and Borderlands, BioShock, Civilization, and many others.
So Strauss Zelnick is the king of dodging questions, but to me, what I see here, it's 100% GTA, and this is probably the most vague answer he could have given without spilling the beans that it is really GTA. And there's a couple things I found funny, just his awkward laugh being asked if it's Grand Theft Auto, because in his head he knows, yeah, it's Grand Theft Auto, I just can't say it. And honestly, think about it. What other existing franchises can make him think they're going to hit $8 billion? And most people thought the high expectation was because of new IPs from Take-Two's other publishers, but those aren't existing franchises. That's the key word right here. New iterations of existing franchises. That is very clearly Grand Theft Auto 6. Just like Red Dead Redemption 2, and even when that comes, Red Dead Redemption 3, that is going to be a new iteration of an existing franchise. So it's got to be GTA 6, unless Rockstar really pivots at the last minute and says, whoops, here's Red Dead Redemption 3 first, which obviously is not going to happen. Now, a lot of people are saying that because they are not calling it Grand Theft Auto 6 and just the next entry, that maybe the name of the game is going to be different, like it might just be GTA or GTA Americas. This isn't going to be the case. Obviously, they can't just say GTA 6 because then they basically already announced the game. It's up to Rockstar to announce the next GTA and, of course, call it by its real name. I don't even think Rockstar or Take-Two Interactive has a choice in this matter. The entire community has basically been calling it GTA 6 since the start, so it wouldn't really be smart from a marketing standpoint to name it something different. Honestly, I think that's why Red Dead Redemption 2 was called Red Dead Redemption 2, because the name Red Dead Redemption pretty much just sells itself, just like Grand Theft Auto, and then followed by the next Roman numeral or number it is going to sell itself. There's so many downsides to not naming it GTA 6 after being in development for so long. It's gonna be called Grand Theft Auto 6. So this should make fans really confident. So not only did Strauss Zelnick do the interviews with outlets like GameIndustry.biz, Barron's, IGN, etc., he then went on the earnings call and then talked about how the company has a really successful next couple of years coming up. But now, even after the fact, he's going on TV show interviews and talking about and doubling down how, yeah, we're really going to have a great couple of years. And if you read between the lines, it's surely because that's Grand Theft Auto 6. So what do I think all of this means? I think that we are due for a Grand Theft Auto 6 announcement and reveal very, very soon. It has to happen in 2023. Honestly, if Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to come out in 2024 or 2025, which is the timeline that Rockstar has given us so far. And in a future video, I might actually talk about why Rockstar has still yet to officially announce the game. That's kind of a subject for another time. And if you want to hear about that, let me know in those comments down below. It's something I'm kind of tinkering with and working right now. But I really do believe there is a reason. They're obviously just not going to come out and say that reason. But I think it is pretty obvious because, of course, the game is not going to be a surprise. It's not just going to be something that pops up on shelves one day and we get to say, cool, it's out. There's going to be a marketing process. There's going to be a pre-release process. There's going to be all that sort of stuff. And when that time comes, that's going to be really exciting. That'll be, of course, information that we cover here on the channel. And then the last thing he talks about in the interview is AI. And that's something he also discussed before the earnings call. And he essentially gave a roundabout, long story short answer of AI is going to help us. And if it does help us, yes, it could make things easier, but it's also going to raise our quality standards. Take a listen to what he says right here.
With AI, there's so much hype around AI.
Oh my God.
Is there stuff that's really there, really meat on the bones when it comes to this?
So usually I'm the skeptic in the room. I am a true believer because we've been in AI and machine learning forever. That's the nature of interactive entertainment. We are the intersection of entertainment and technology. That said, remember, artificial intelligence is an oxymoron, and so is machine learning. And what I think will happen with these new revolutions that you're seeing now is it's going to be a rising tide. These are new tools. They're going to benefit everyone. They're going to make our work easier, especially the sort of work that no one really enjoys. But there's zero chance that any kind of...
Well, zoom in on that. When you talk about a new game and you're having the AI do the coding, what's the differential in how long it would take you to bring it to market and make it happen?
I wish I could say it would be quicker and cheaper, but what's going to happen, of course, is everyone's demands for quality will rise. So there's very little evidence in the history of entertainment that technical tool development has actually reduced the overall cost of the projects. That hasn't really happened in any entertainment business except recorded music. Indeed, in recorded music, the cost of making music has really declined. We could make music in this room with $500 worth of equipment. That was simply not the case 30 years ago. But apart from the music business, production costs continue to rise because quality demands just go up. And what AI will allow is just that. The tool set will allow us and everyone else to do things better, faster, cheaper.
So obviously GTA 6 is not just going to be made completely by AI, but it might help the developers do some of the tasks that, what he says, no one likes to do a little bit easier. And that will, of course, free them up to make the game even that much better. So it is sort of that situation where high tides raise all ships. And it looks like this is going to be the case for Grand Theft Auto 6 as well, with the addition of AI. And he sounds excited about it. I know this is something you hear a lot, whether you're at work or school, but AI is infiltrating the video game industry as well. And if Strauss Zelnick's okay with it, I'm okay with it. You guys should be okay with it because he's pretty conservative. So if he's good with something like this, he knows it's for the best of his games, and that includes GTA 6. But anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Let me know what you think about Strauss Zelnick, the boss, chairman, and CEO of Take-Two Interactive, parent company of Rockstar Games, essentially coming out and doubling down that, yeah, GTA 6 is going to release during the time period that we listed, which is April 2024 to May 2025. Let me know what you think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.